All right, welcome back. So today's video is going to be on domain name registration. So under your Biz portal, the assumption here is that you have already signed up, you have you created an account, and you are entering the process of maybe um, creating a registering a company or uh, going through this registration process. So that's the assumption. In this case, I already have a profile, so there's nothing else that I need to do. Um, so what need to happen now is um, I probably just need a domain name or something like that. So a domain name will look something like, assuming your business is say what superheroes, and you want a superhero.co.za or data.co.za, whatever your company, your business name is. And this is usually very crucial because um, from experience, especially if you're intending to use your domain name across multiple platform, like your social media platforms, um, your Instagram, your Facebook, your you name it. And oftentimes, what I found out is that some people want consistency across all those platforms. And what from experience, I've done to be able to achieve that consistency is usually to work backwards. So the name of the business will probably be the last thing that I will think about. So I'll think about, for example, which platform I want my domain to be, especially because we have at tag names everywhere nowadays. Instagram, Facebook, Google even introduced the tag, a username with a tag, the at. So you want that consistency so that there is no people don't have to think twice about your business. It's very consistent. So to achieve that is a bit, it's not easy, but it requires a little bit of work. Uh, so you want to work backward if that's the approach that you want to take. But if you don't care about social media and all that kind of stuff, then I think your main focus will be just to getting a domain name and just moving along with that. So that's what uh, domain name registration is about. And domain name is also used for your emails. For example, manager at superhero.co.za. So that's how it goes. So the domain name is something you want to think about at a very early stage of your business, and if you intend to be on social media, you want to keep that uniformity, consistency, then I would suggest working a little bit backwards, going to those platforms and social media and creating those that consistent tag name that whichever platform you go to or your client go to, it's gonna be the same username and nothing confusing. So that's totally up to you. Just awareness. Once again, these videos are not to provide you advice, but they're just to raise awareness on compliance, business compliance. And any now and then I would divert a little bit to drop in some general comment on what I have done at a personal level. So, Biz Portal is offering this platform where you can actually register a domain, but as per their comment, only the .co.za domain is available, and they actually seem to be working in collaboration with the Zadna, and that's ZACR. So I'm not quite sure what that is, but anyway, you can find out what those are. Um, but also at the bottom here, I noticed that as per the time of this recording, that they actually um, the service is not available at the moment. But anyway, the point is just to kind of like shed some bit of light onto what the domain names are. Now, I'll go back to the option that I shared in my previous videos on which platform you can go for, and that is your AfriHost. There are many other service provider. The only reason why I'm using this is because I'm quite familiar with it and I've been using them for years, and they're somewhat a little bit more affordable. So they're not sponsoring me for any. I just use them. So I use a Linux and I use a different package. I'm actually on the uh, hosting package, but more on the reseller side of things. So you don't need that. That's for unless you really have a big need for it in your company. So the usual process is just selecting uh, the option that you want. They give you many other things. There are other services that they offer, but I'm just gonna stick to how to go about getting a domain name. There is a web domain, but let me stick to the web hosting. And then you can select the package that you choose, that you desire. So depending on whatever you want, they give you a breakdown of what is going to cost you, what you are paying at the moment of the registration, and then from the following month, you found out that if you're purchasing this towards the end of the month, then as per the time of this registration, the pro rata, meaning I'm not going to pay for the entire month for something I haven't used. I only pay for the remaining days, and then from the following month, I start paying for this, which is good. I think it's a very good approach. So you can select the package that you want, and then once you select the package that you want, they give you a breakdown of um, what you what you'll be paying. So I don't know. I think I chose the wrong package, but anyway, you get the idea. So if you say you're signing up, then they'll ask you to provide information. You can just say create a new account, and then you put in your email and confirm your email, and then create the account, and then the process goes on and on. So I'm not gonna do that. That's as far I'm gonna go when it comes to the domain. And once you have the domain, like I provided or shared in my previous videos, you'll be presented with a portal where you can see your different uh, uh, features, what you can activate, your emails, and all those kind of things. So that is, in a nutshell, what the importance of having a domain and using a service provider like AfriHost or any other that you feel comfortable using. But so far, I've been quite happy using them, and I think they're doing a pretty good job, and also they're very much affordable. So yeah, so if you also need help, they are always available on WhatsApp as well. And just that the hours are now closed, but on WhatsApp you can reach them during working hours, and they will be able to assist you, oftentimes quite fast. So yeah, so that is where the domain comes in. So here you just get a domain registration. Somehow it's like a reservation so that nobody takes it. Just imagine you have a business called bizportal, and now when you want to get a domain, you find out that someone else has taken your name. Now your customers are sitting in between and wondering, but we went to this domain according to the business name, but the domain shows something else. That's also to some extent an aspect of being staying compliant. So do your research first. Is there another company that's using the name I'm trying to reserve? And when I get the name, what's going to happen? Am I going to get credentials if I'm looking to go to Facebook and all those platforms? I don't want to confuse my customers. I want them to find me easily. That kind of things makes your business is very memorable. Meaning, if I if it's superhero, it's superhero everywhere. You see, instead of superhero, and then you go there superhero 3, and then you say superhero 44. I mean, people don't have a lot of brains power these days to try and remember all those divergences about one single business. So I hope that helps. And that's just uh, all I wanted to bring today in terms of compliance in relation to the domain registration. Disclaimer: this is not professional advice. These are just merely just information provided and with the aim of raising awareness in keeping your business compliant, looking at different aspects of what that entails. So seek professional advice from those who are qualified. Should do you need something about your business or legal aspect, don't rely on this to build your decision making. Will not be responsible for anything that you hear and go and use. Do your due diligence. Do your research. Contact the right people and find out. This is just to tell you that there's such and such information and there's such and such a thing there and there, so that you can go and find out what can be done for your business. All right. I hope this video helps you. Until next time, take care.